here's where we're at, guys. There's definitely money on the way, right? So I have, as the founder, has two options, right? I can invest into you guys, get you guys fully trained so that you know the whole thing and you can help me scale it. Or I could, like, when $1 million is the account, we could just like hire an outsource like sales team that like that's what they do for a living is like do sales for companies. My thought process is I'd much rather have people in-house that know how to run the business, and then they are basically freelancers that can run and scale and train. And then like when there's more money, then we can invest into that outsource team that could be funneling leads to you guys and making your life really, really easy. But before we do that, I think we should have some semblance of a like in-house structure between us 5 people.
Makes sense.
I agree.
That makes sense, because there's like $1 million hitting the coming soon, right? But I could spend like $100,000 to an agency and just be like, look, send this fucking generate money. But you know, do I want to fully trust a company like that? I would much rather have someone in-house that can run the business, that can help build a team, and then like you guys, like you're not locked in like you're not like a call center rep where you got to like work 6 hours a week or 8 hours a day or whatever. So that's basically where I'm trying to get you guys to, is like show that you can make 10K a month minimum. And then we have like the freelancer side where people like pay and like take the training and they can do their own thing. And then eventually there will be like an ADC call center where the person's like, you know, doing grunt work and they're not happy. I'm assuming that's not what you guys want. No, I want to make it clear that that's not what I want you guys doing. I don't want to have you guys thinking that you guys are like just salary reps or whatever. Like when we get down there, we will probably have to like grind for the first like week or so, just digging through leads and stuff. And that's just only so we can get this process up. So Frosty, what were you saying? Did I cut you off? I just wanted to like outline like where I want everybody to be and stuff.
Yeah, no, I think the best method is to try to get people to use the CRM. That's probably the best method. I do agree that we need to dial it in a little bit better and make it a little bit smoother process. The main thing is that we should be keeping track of when we called people. We should be keeping track of the recorded calls, which the software I set up over the weekend now automatically records calls. I have I paid a little bit more to be able to have the app available. I just sent Ryan so he can download it and test it out. And then you can call directly from the app, it auto records. And then afterwards we should all be taking notes for each, after each call, we should be taking notes about like, what were their pain points? What was the reasoning of their call? What are they interested in? So that way the next salesperson or before your next call, you can click on their contact card and you can view it. Also inside that contact card will soon be the answers to their the questionnaire for the calendars. So that way we can see what they're interested ahead of time. We can see if they said, yes, we can record, or no, we can't record. We can see different things like that. So
this is part of the reason why I almost feel like I should like, we need to like, basically, because like what you need to see, Frosty, and like I almost feel like I should wait to be doing these outbound calls until you, because like you need to see like when we're on a roll, we're doing outbound. Because like when I end a good call, like that like, all right, the call is done. Do we do this? Do we do that? Do we do that? It's like
probably not.
And I bet there's a bunch of people that you've already talked to, Morgan, that haven't responded like fully, and I can call them next, but I don't have a list of those people. That's a problem.
Yeah, we're not taking good enough notes and stuff. We're just definitely not organized. I'm not an organized salesperson. I can just be honest with that. So what I would say is 2 things that we can do to make the job easier for Jared Jabali is we do have like extra VAs that can support them, and we do have copywriters that can help with these notes as well. So like, that's what, I mean, we need to figure that out, because they each can have like 2 people that can help like taking notes and entering stuff for them that were already.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way for them to be on the call, or if we do use the CRM, I know for sure it auto records. So if it auto records, the VA could go back and like listen through those and then take notes afterwards, I guess.
It would, I mean, obviously they can't listen to every call, and it only makes sense
Yeah.
to do good calls.
Exactly.
But so I'll put, how about this? I think it's just like creating a standard follow-up process. That's what's needed. That's why I really feel like it'll be easier when we're in the room to be like, all right, we just spoke to Frank. He's super interested. What did he say? What do we need to do? What do we need to send him? And then, all right, create standard follow-up process. I need to focus on generating more leads. That's what I'm trying to focus on today, so we're not out there without leads and shit.
I have a quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is everybody dialed in as far as making sure your phones are going to be working in Mexico?
Mine does.
Yeah, just need T-Mobile for me.
What about you, Jabali?
I have T-Mobile as well. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Do you have there's gonna be Wi-Fi at the place, right? Of course.
The only thing, so it says it's a 25 and whatever. Is that fast enough, Frosty?
Upload?
I feel like that's not fast enough. Like, do we need faster internet?
Is that download or upload?
I mean, the house says 25 MBS. I'm just worried that might not be fast enough.
Yeah, that might not be fast enough. That might not be fast enough. If it's download 25, we're probably screwed. If it's upload 25, that's actually pretty good. That's like what most people have. So
Okay, I'll call them about that like right now.
We just want to make sure that we can hit the ground running when you guys get there and there's no hangups. So if everyone can just take a few minutes and call your carriers and make sure that you're not going to have any issues or being charged a ridiculous amount to be using your phone in Mexico.
Okay, yeah, you're right. For sure. Let me.
Yeah,
that is an advantage of the CRM though, is that they can dial without carrier.
Yeah, I am very open to just like, using and just trying to do my best to get through the CRM while we're out there. I mean, that's the point, right? To have like no distractions and stuff. So if we're going to be putting all of our time to this, might as well just try and thug it with the CRM as well. Right?
Yeah, one thing I was thinking of too, which might be why it's so messy, is because there's so many columns in each pipeline. So I've been trying to watch videos about how actual salespeople set up pipelines, because there's nothing wrong with the CRM. Like there's millions of people that are using this exact CRM. The main thing is how we set it up is probably not the most efficient way. So that's what I need to work on, and I'll keep working on this week, so that way we're prepared to hit the ground running. One thing that I would like to is if you guys could share with me like your current spreadsheets that you're using, so that way I can kind of look at, because one of the big steps we'll have to do is put the people in the correct categories and make sure that the messages don't get sent out. I'll have to basically, at some point, I need to set up the CRM better, and then I need to disable everything, all the automation stuff, like turn it all to drafts. And then I need to update all of your guys' spreadsheets and put the people in the correct pipeline stages. And then we'll turn everything back on. So that way, from that point on, when we move the people, the automation stuff happens in the background. But right now, because we haven't been using it, there's like a bunch of people probably in different columns that they're not supposed to be in.
When I did the Luke guide training, he had a video of his way of using the CRM, and he just had different sections: interested, booked, talked to, invoice, sold. Like super simple.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to complicate it.
Can you find that? Can you find that section and send it to me somehow?
Can you give him access to the training, Ryan, and I can pinpoint exactly, or I can give him the password and all that, and I can tell him which video it is.
Access to what?
I'll send him the login for the Luke guide training.
Yeah, send it to him, please.
And I'll tell him which video it is. Perfect.
Speaking of which, can I introduce you to Luke guy, Angie? Because I've really dropped the ball on working with him. Honestly, fuck, we need to take care of that, because one of the things is he had me buy a laptop because he's supposed to like hire some American guy to run it for me, but I just haven't had time to talk.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was in one of the videos too.
Yeah,
Yep,
so I bought this laptop. Someone's supposed to be
laptop.
working it, but
Yeah, connect us.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll be like, dude, I can't handle all this shit. Like, okay.
So,
Yeah.
hey, and just real quick, guys, on the CRM, the reason like I keep not using it is when I like go to search for a lead, like I type in their name, nothing ever populates. So I can't even put them in any funnel. Like that's an issue I've run into a number of times.
Yeah, so that means that probably those leads are coming from like the biz buy or like the, yeah. And they're probably like not getting auto added, which is what we've been working on with that Gary guy. So that way they get
Okay.
auto added in there.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that-
because every time I try to use it, that's what I run into. So I say screw it, and then I forget to tell you guys.
yeah, no, that's a good problem.
Dude, friction. I mean, I'm just saying that I understand. So what I need to do is assign you guys a copywriter and a VA personally, both of you.
Ryan,
I'll get that done by Friday. Yes, ma'am.
okay, can we go over the bootcamp outline, please?
The outline?
Yeah, you had it up a little while ago.
Yeah, but I edited it a little bit. There's so much work to do out there. It's gonna
I just want everyone to get a good idea of what.
Jared, I
what's
think it's
going
gonna be like when we went to Cabo, dude, we like didn't sleep for like 3 days. I feel like the energy is gonna be like that, where we just like we just need, I wanna hit that frequency, dude, where we're just like on a different level. So if you wanna go fast, go alone. If you wanna go far, go together. So, right, us three. So basically there's three things we need to focus on, right? So Jabali, we want you to master the prospecting and the qualifying. Jared, we want you to master the video call and the assurance, like the closing. And then we need Frosty to be able to have like in his brain all the things that being able to create copy the same way that I can. To be able to make funnels. So just to be clear, guys, like I said, I mean, how long we stay out there, that's up to us, but I'm definitely down to pay for at least 1 month based upon the momentum we generate. I mean, if people want to go home, you can go home. If you want to stay, then we'll see how much money we make that month. Food will be included in this. And yeah, like if you don't make any money, then the company will pay it for it and we'll just take it out of commissions in the future if you want to continue to stay. Jabali, like I said, we want you to be the lead gen guy, figure out how to prospect and qualify. How do we get really good at getting people to show up to appointments, give us the information that we need. I also want you to learn how to like recruit consultants and find new lead vendors that can generate leads for us. Jared, and then also like what content can we create to help push people along? That's something I think that you and Jared, if like once we're all in the same room, like for example, like you sending a video, being like, "Hey, I'm Jabali, and you applied on this lead, and da 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 da," and like you sent that, like they'd be more receptive to close with you because there was a video that you made. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Agree.
That's why most of the clients want to talk to me, because when they saw the ad and they're like sitting there and they're like, "I got this money, I don't know what to do with it," and then they hear my voice and then I'm saying something that makes sense to them and they feel comfortable, and that's why they want to talk to me. So the more videos that are out with you guys, Jared, Jabali, the more likely people are going to feel comfortable with you and be ready to close. So those are things that I will be working with you guys on, like creating your own videos, creating structure for the follow-up, Jared getting really good at the video call and the follow-up close. And then, yeah, once you guys, basically you two should be able to close people without me by the end of the month. That's my goal, hopefully. So like Jared passes to Jared, Jabali passes to Jared, Jared closes, and then eventually we get someone to take your spot, Jabali, to pass it to you. Cool? Cool.
Cool.
All right, Frosty. So Frosty's biggest thing is he wants to create a service where he like teaches people how to set up courses or like to make funnels, but he needs more results in order to do that. So what he's going to do for us is I'm going to basically be taking him through the copywriting training so he can learn how to create his own content that's super valuable, because he knows how to make his own websites. He knows how to do the videos. He just needs to know what to write to make it worth money. And then he'd be able to like set up funnels just like I do. So he's going to learn the funnels, the copy. He's going to learn how to create his own videos for ADC as a lead vendor. He's going to help me improve the conversion process. He's going to do tech support for you guys. He's going to help me set up the course funnel for the sales and for the copy. And ultimately, he'll learn how to find lead vendors and service providers as well. So I'm paying him to do a bunch of websites while he's out there. He'll be tweaking these sites, trucking, YouTube, app, consulting. And then he's also going to be building personal websites for everybody, right? So one for me. So like at this site, ryanmorgan.com, I'll be able to like share all of my like entrepreneurial stories and failures before I got to ADC. So I can do like personal stuff and just start pumping content out, and people are going to read my story and like want to talk to me because of what I shared. I want to build personal sites for each one of you guys as well, where you can essentially pick an audience, pick a niche that you want to speak to, or to share your story, or you can share the project that you would like to be working on when you're done working with ADC, like as like a salesperson, and we will write the funnel for you, and we will use that to like bring people to you. So for example, like Angie, she could tell her story on, hey, I'm a military veteran. I want to help veterans find employment after retiring. And we, like Frosty, will develop that funnel, help use it. And then each one of those individual sites, I'm going to teach you guys how you can generate leads to that site by putting up like your own listings.
Which then those leads will go.
Those will go directly to their site. Yeah. And then I'll be paying for your sites, guys. You don't have to pay for your own website. So think about how you would like to brand yourself. So for example, like with Jabali, you, like if you didn't have to make phone calls anymore, you want to make music, right? That's what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that would be like your site. You'd be like, hey, like before I was working with ADC, I was making music, but I wasn't able to make enough money. And that's why I'm working with ADC. This is what I want to do after that.
Okay.
So we make a funnel like that, and you start just posting like, this is what I want to do with my life. This is what I want to do. And then it would resonate with other people that want to do with it. And then people would schedule the call with you and then be willing to get started with you.
So a big thing that Luke Guy touched on in one of his videos was creating a unique angle. So that's what I want you guys to focus on when you're creating your websites. So he put up a picture of a hamburger and a picture of French fries. And he said, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? McDonald's, like, or Wendy's, or one of the big chains, right? And so the other one was, he just really said, like, be the opposite of your competitors. Like how Tesla, like, makes the futuristic cars. They don't do what everyone else does. So I really like that idea for Jabali as far as the music. Maybe when he's like explaining what he does, he could do it in a song or like a video like that, right?
Exactly. Like he can speak to music. Angie, you speak to military. Jared, I know you've got a bunch of different things you want to do. So, you know, that's up to you on what type of story you want to tell. But I'll be taking you guys, that's like a part of this week 1 training. We'll actually record us going through it together. I might buy a whiteboard out there. And like one of the things of the training is like telling your sales story. So what your sales story is basically all the things that you sold to get you to the point of why you're selling with ADC now. And then by telling your sales story, you can create your own funnel, your own brand, your own image. Cool. So by doing this, because like this helps Frosty and it also helps you guys, because by doing this now, Frosty has like a template where he can go and say like, hey, do you want to be a closer in the automation niche? I can build your website. Look what I did for Ryan, Jared, Jabali, and Angie. Right. So he'll be doing that, and then he'll help us launch the consulting course. The consulting course will be able to track the results that you guys are generating as we like build you guys out. And then I'll be teaching him everything about copy, and he'll be able to use the profit from the copy to help launch his own stuff. And my goal with Frosty is by the end of the boot camp to be in position to offer the following services like as an agency. Like you can build a website for consultants that want to close in trucking or do what we do. He has a templated site for the copywriters that want to get into fundraising. He can make a templated website for the service providers that need capital, like any trucking company. And then you can also make a funnel for if you guys wanted to launch a course or anyone wanted to launch a course for anything. And you can just use our numbers. So measuring success, the purpose of the bootcamp is to get you guys in position to make 10K a month with or without ADC from anywhere in the world. And then
Bam.
the success of these 3 consultants will be used to promote my training program and then be upsold as a bootcamp package to recruit paid consultants. So for example, like we can launch a funnel and be like, hey, like, do you want to go on a retreat and you want to like learn how to become a 6-figure consultant? It's like 10, 25,000. And then we like, you know, we get the booking, we have them do the same process that you guys are going through. We can charge 10, 25,000 for like a retreat. So that's the plan. It's not going to be easy. Like I anticipate us going there in the first week or two, be like, fuck, there's not enough leads. We have to call through people. This sucks. And right, it's going to suck, but we're gonna have to just do it together. We map out the process. We'll close a couple of deals in front of each other. Money's gonna hit the account, and then we're just gonna keep investing. And my goal is there to be substantial momentum by the end of the month, or like at least we see that if there's another month that we work on it, then everything will be straight. That's my goal. And at least get you guys to close like 2 deals while you're out there. I know Jared, you already have one pretty much there. So that's my goal. That's the plan.
We're going 2019.
You said what?
We'll repeat 2019.
What do you mean?
Like in September when we did like 19 sales in 2
Oh, 2020. Oh yeah. Like,
months.
so my thing is like, we're not going to do 19 in the first month, but like, if we do this together and then we're like, all right, by the end of the year, yeah, like we'll do 20, 30 deals for sure. Easy. Probably more because we'll have leverage from other funnels. And then once I can show that you 3 are successful and then we launch the sales funnel to get other salespeople, then leverage is going to go. And yeah, so we got started, like Wayne should be getting started soon. We have Jasmine going. We have the trucking listing that's working. Paul will be getting started soon. I paid 15K to him. And then I'm still waiting to hear back from that agency. I'm going to follow up with them by the end of the week. Hopefully they have stuff coming in 2 weeks. So,
Who's Paul?
excuse me?
Who's Paul?
Paul is, he's a Facebook marketing guy, and Jasmine knows him well. Like they used to be in a relationship and stuff. She's seen his ad accounts. Like he's performed really well. Like he's got a lot of 7-figure campaigns.
Oh, okay, that's the guy you were talking about last week.
Yeah, I know Paul personally. So we're definitely confident that he can deliver. Like he's got a track record. So
Sweet.
basically we got to just dig through the leads that we have. I will, however, like pay for some listings. I'm trying to think of like what other listings I could start like right now, like this week. So we have some stuff to work through next week. But I don't even think like the first week, like obviously we want to start calling through leads again. But the real thing is like, if we just like map out the process and get it really dialed in, the rest will follow. So what do you think, Angie, what I should be doing? Should I be mapping out like some more structure for the training and the process like this week?
Yes.
Because like I feel like I should do that as opposed to like calling people, because I feel like I should be calling people in front of them.
No, the 4th is coming up quick. That's the the day you guys
So
go
like
out.
I should just like wait. I don't want to. I hate using the word wait to call people, but I feel like I can keep calling people here and closing people for the rest of my life, but it's not scaling us.
No, you need to get geared up for Cancun.
Yeah, everything needs to be like, how do we make this trip like so then if I make calls in front of them for 6 hours and I like reach 40 people, how do we fucking follow up with those people?
Yeah, you don't want to spend time doing that out there. That's a waste. You're wasting time. Like you need to do everything that have it all structured and ready to go. So that way you guys, when you get there, like I said, hit the ground running. Bam, this is what we're doing day one.
It's like
I want you to like
a clear schedule where it's like, all right, we woke up,
yes.
we fucking did our yoga or some shit, we hit the gym, we make calls for 2 hours, we do lunch, we go for a walk, we make calls for another 3 hours, then we do videos. I'm working with Frosty on this, Jared and Jabali are doing that. That's what I need to be spending my time doing.
Yes, like a specific schedule from this hour to this hour. This is what we're doing. Like
Yeah,
from day one on, and every day, like, what's the schedule? Why it's 12 o'clock? Why aren't we eating? Because we only have until 12:30 and we're hitting the phones at 12:45. Like, bam, like it needs to be like that.
I agree.
yeah. I think that's gonna be really good for me. I've actually personally never been on a schedule like that.
That,
This is so
that's not
crazy.
good. Structure,
It's not good.
structures.
I was actually gonna
structure
put that in my
is very
training
important.
program. I was gonna put that in my training program to evaluate like how I've been able to create success, even though there's like specific things that I still have like really bad habits, but how was I able to outperform like most people? I was gonna like dig into that and then see like how can I improve my habits.
Structure is so important,
Like I
guys.
don't, for example, I don't wake up with an alarm, stuff like that. Like I wake up on my own time. I should probably like change stuff like that.
Yep.
But any other, so that's what I'll work on, guys. I mean, other than, unless you guys have like some like leads that are like right on the fence. Don't even send them to me unless they're ready to close, I guess. And then we'll just work them out until next week, I guess. Just close them together.
In the
Or
meantime,
you should maybe like spend time to like talk to the people that you are really confident in, that are like, there should be like 3-5 people where you're like, right, we can close these people. Where are we? Like, what do we need to do to get them to sign up? And then let's sign them up next week.
Any update on Johnny Davis?
I gotta fucking follow up with the account again. It's so annoying. I hate like being in the middle, like where I literally have like 3 different places where $1 million is coming in. That's why it's so hard for me to make sales at 25K anymore. There's literally 3 places where like $1 million is gonna like, but I'm not in control of it. I'm just like waiting. I'll follow up with the
Yeah.
account.
which offer are we trying to push right now? Like
We're gonna
what's our
go
main
all in
goal?
on the trucking right now. We're gonna push the trucking because that's like the one that Jared and Jabali are the most confident in.
And is that one 50K, right?
It's
35. Next 8
we're
or 7.
I just redid the video, so we're just gonna say 35 for the next 10, even though we already sold 2, and like Jared has another one at 7. So, but we'll still probably just take on 10 more. We can just say that just to get money in quick. It's 350. We'll focus on that. I do plan on calling the YouTube guy again today. Just so we can get more leads in, but it seems like you guys are really confident in the trucking thing. So let's just roll.
When is the trucking company going to give you money?
Dude, you talk about Robinson? Like he's still in town.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've been waiting for I told you, I've been waiting for, I sent him like a revised agreement on Monday, and I've been waiting for him to get back to me. He's still in town. And then I haven't been like hard with following up with the trucking fleets. Like for example, Jabali had one, but she no-showed today. The reason for that is I'm waiting for the contract from my lawyer where we like actually sign them up, where there's like, hey, so we're gonna send you this money and then you have to pay us every 30 days or we're gonna take your truck or like run you out of business. So like that's what's holding me back from like really going after fleets to get them to give me 25K.
Can we make that a goal for when you guys are, by the time you come back?
I already paid the lawyer. She said you would get it back in like a week, that contract, but.
Nice. Yeah, but I know you're gonna be doing other things while you're out there. I just want to make that a goal for while you're out there to actually get one of these fleets to sign up.
Yes, well, Grizz has been following up with me. They're ready to like sign something. I don't know if he has 25 full, but it sounds like he's willing to give me something. Like I say, I just wanted a contract from I didn't want it to be a contract that I made. I wanted it to be like a lawyer contract.
Got it.
That's like the most important contract, is to make sure that the trucks pay, right?
Absolutely.
That's the most important thing. So like, so that's the only thing that's really holding me back from like getting aggressive on the phone and stuff. So I think that's about it. Any other questions, Jared, Jabali, Frosty?
Could I have you guys share with me your current like spreadsheets you're using, so that way this week when I can kind of start to dial that stuff in.
Yeah, we'll send you the sheets. So yeah, we're gonna be launching the trucking funnel first because the VSL is almost done. It's gonna be like 5 minutes long that explains it. It's gonna crush. I've been trying to find it in front of you guys, but we just need to tweak it a little bit more. We'll start running ads to it.
I think Zessa sent it to me in Slack, so maybe it's in your
Yeah,
Slack.
oh yeah, don't, yeah, that one's not the final version yet though, because I made it like a minute shorter. So,
And Frosty, I'll send you that Luke Guy stuff and tell you which video is pretty obvious, which one is the CRM video.
I need to finish this.
Alright.
I need to finish these marketing checklists to get more leads.
You're gonna connect me with Luke Guy, Ryan?
Yes, I will do that, right? I'll do that on Facebook.
Great.
Quick question, is there a set date for Cabo?
Cancun, October 4th. You don't have to be there on the 4th, obviously. You go whenever you're comfortable. But yeah, we are officially booked October 4th.
Oh, shit, okay.
Like literally a week next Monday. But dude, this trucking VSL is gonna crush. Like, dude, we start running this to the e-com companies leads. It's gonna crush. Because dude, it talks all about
Love it.
it talks all about like suspension, and it's like every sale that they make puts money in our pocket. Like, what are you doing? So we just need people to watch this video, and then I will work on that funnel for you today. What's your name? Frosty. Was it ulaunch.com.io?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna finish setting it up today.
No, I can write like a headline for you and like,
Okay, yeah.
and then like I think we should have like under here there should be like a bunch of screenshots and stuff like social proof.
Okay. Yeah. So if you want to just give me because I agree that what we have currently is probably too simple for what we're trying to do.
You got to get the lead. So it's going to be like we run the ad where it's going to be like the need to like give us their information to get the email, and they'll watch a 10-minute video. And then you have the type form done, Frost.
Yeah, it's on my list to do today. So
Cool.
that way it's almost done.
So that's another thing, guys. This will definitely help, is like this type form. Either you try to extract these questions from the client and then we can get you to fill it out, or get the VA to fill it out. But this will definitely help with closing calls, like name, email, time zone, savings in the bank, which model they're interested in, how soon they want to get started. Like, let's get them like to commit to that. Like, when do you want to get started? Actually, in 2 months, cool. Like, we'll just put you in this slot. So yeah. And then
There might be a way that I could add a hashtag based on their answer.
Also, like if you can add maybe like, because you know how I want to ask them if they can record the calls. Like that might be, if you can have like template thumbnail of recorded calls. Or I'm like, hey, like here are a few examples of recorded calls, and why our network loves our transparency. Like here's 24 times people like happy, like and shit. So,
The other option is we just have it a checkbox only that's required. I am okay with recorded calls for training purposes.
Checkbox.
Yeah, instead of giving them the yes or no, just tell them we always record, because technically we're going to always be recording for our internal training purposes if we call them through the software. So
yeah, so it's just asking like, can we use it for marketing purposes?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Like say like we always record for training, but is it okay for us to record for marketing purposes? This is how we can protect you, XYZ. So I will make this page today. And then other than that, we're ready to start running ads to this thing with like 3 different agencies by hopefully next week.
Love it.
I really am confident in the trucking thing. Like I'll probably spend another like 5-10K on the listing that's working, and then yeah, let's just let me know if you guys need any direction about the trip or whatever. But I'm so excited. Honestly, I really need a change of scenery, and honestly, having you guys around there is going to make me perform even better because it's accountability.
Yeah, so let's get a list going, you guys, like what you need to do personally to get ready for the trip. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to be like, oh shit, I forgot this, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Like-
How are we gonna get our tickets and stuff? Do we have to take care of that?
I can take care of it for you, man, but it's gonna be on the, we're gonna add it to your tab, dude. You're gonna have to make some fucking money soon.
That's completely fine because I am under right now.
Understood, bro. Let's just, I think that's it. That's all we have on this call. We'll end the recording. Talk to you soon. It's all done.